Alright, welcome everyone, welcome to the first episode of this new series that I'm creating on my channel, which will be called Vibe Coded Until I Make It, or something like that. I'm not sure yet on the name, but pretty much as the name suggested, this series is just like a new series where I'll basically just build stuff using AI tools. There isn't like any strict plan, I'm just like going with the flow and just like the AI do the work, because to be honest, I don't have the know-how to build like any web app from scratch. The whole idea of vibe coding is just this, it's just you don't really overthink it, you just AI cook and hopefully it turns out something good. Like I don't have any like relevant coding skills. I know a bit, I understand a bit how it works. I know how like a web app works on a high level, but I don't know like the technical details of it. Hopefully this will be enough to build like one app from scratch. I don't have any sort of expectations to it, if I'm being completely honest with you. I got this idea from a YouTuber called like Starter Story, which is pretty much a YouTube channel that if you don't know about it, you should check it out, because if you came to this video, you probably like this type of content, and I'm pretty sure you will like the type of content he does. And yeah, I also started doing something similar to this. And yeah, I've always wanted to build something from scratch. And currently AI is at the level that is not there yet, but I think you can do some pretty cool stuff with it. The app that I'm building is something that is for me to use it because it's something to solve a personal pain of mine. Quite recently, I started getting into gardening, so pretty much plant stuff, vegetables, fruits, etc. But I don't know anything, to be honest, and like I don't know what type of soil to use. I don't know if I should water it, when to water it. I don't know like how the weather will affect like my plants and stuff like that. So the idea with this app is to pretty much build some sort of app that tells me like, so today it will be rain, you don't need to water, or send me like a notification or an email or whatever, just saying like, please go water your plants, or tomorrow it will be super windy, try to put your plants in somewhere that it's more like safe for them, for example, if they aren't in the soil. So I think you get the idea. Let's get straight into like a Google Doc so I can start writing this down and get started with the first prompt, and I will also walk you through the tech stack that I'm thinking of using. First, I'll just start by showing you like which app I was talking about earlier. So the app that I was talking about was this one. It's an app called Planta, which funny enough in Portuguese means plant. And pretty much what they do is something that I had envisioned for my app. So they pretty much like send you reminders. I think you can also like send images and they will identify the plants. I guess this is a bit more advanced. This is probably like computer vision. I don't know if there's like any data set or something in this domain of planting, but I guess it's something that I will find out. Yeah, also there seems to be like some sort of plant community. Pretty much this is what I want to do for my app. Should differentiate my app from this one the most, but I think that will be more of like a late feature. Will be, for example, I think it would be quite cool to know where like people in your area or people in your country or region or whatever are planting. So for instance, let's say currently I live in north of Portugal, and what I'm able to plant in the north is quite different than what I'm able to plant in the south. So it would be probably nice to know, for example, that let's say someone called João lives nearby, and I could see like the map and see, so João is currently planting tomatoes and this is how it's going. So create some sort of like community slash social media app. I don't know if it could be considered a social media app, but it would be nice to know like what people around you are doing. So yeah, so let's start by writing it down here in like the docs. So plant app idea. The app it's an app. The app it's an app, yeah. That should help me keep tracking of my plants. It should be aware of the weather. So for this we'll probably need some API, but I guess we'll find out soon. It should be aware of the weather. It should send notifications of when to water a plant slash move its when to water a plant or fertilize or etc. or whatever you do with with plants. Also, it would be nice to have some sort of like database. So based on your location, the app should suggest you what are like the easiest plants to grow. And yeah, I think that would be also nice. Also, it would be nice to have some sort of algorithm that would suggest the user some plants slash fruits that are easy to plant in his location, and provide tips provide tips for that matter. Okay, so the app is an app that should help me keep trapping of my plants. It should be aware of the weather and send some notifications about what I plant or fertilize it. It'd also be nice to have some sort of algorithm that suggests users some plants or fruits easy to plant in his location. So the app needs to have a broad database of plants and data in general. Okay, let's just about plants. Let's just go with this. Okay, let's go with this and let's just come to our friend ChatGPT and just say I'm working on an MVP to develop a web app. So I'm to develop a web app that helps me keep track of my plants. The idea is described below. Please clarify it. So let's just try to put this into some other terms that it's easier to understand. So goal is to build a web app that helps users manage and care for their plants by tracking plants needs, sending reminders, and providing personalized plant based on. Okay, yeah, this is nice. So users can add and manage the list of their plants. Each plant entry includes name, species, planting date, and custom notes. Yeah, this is. Yeah, sure. User receives notifications, reminders. Yeah, pruning, okay. Weather awareness. Based on user's location and climate zone, suggest easy to grow plants. Image recognition. Yeah, this was like integration with calendar, plant health tracking. Yeah, this one would be nice. Let's actually copy this. Sorry for the emboss, by the way. Let's just copy this and place in here. First of all, what we will be doing, and that's pretty much the goal for today, we'll be trying to build some sort of front end. And for that, we'll be using V0, which is very nice at using front end, at building front ends. And then we will try to use cursor for the back end. So yeah, so let's tell that ChatGPT. So I want to use V0 for help me structuring some sort of roadmap and the requirements for this app. Also, do you think this app needs AI? Define technical stack, so the front end will be used in React, backend Node.js, sure. Database, weather API, and notification service. I guess, I don't know what this push, but I'm assuming this is more for cell phones. Maybe I could be completely wrong. Yeah, is it required to be useful? You can hard code logic. Let's start with, so yeah, let's pretty much start. Let's start with phase 1. What do I need to do? What do I need to do? So currently we are on phase 1. Let me just put this in. Let me put this in bold. Phase 1. So we need to define user stories. Of course, we will not be doing this, but define user stories. I mean, we will be not defining like the user stories ourselves, but probably this is useful when we are prompting for the UI. Because pretty much user stories just describe like what the user wants to achieve when using our app. So I think that's quite useful. Data models, I guess this is more regarding the database. Choose APIs. Yeah, and then the UI will use V0. Define tech stack. Sure. Yeah, this is not as important as of now. And yeah, in the meantime, so let me just create doc.new. Okay. So I guess we can call this phase 1. Then we'll need to organize my drive. phase 1. And the user stories, they will also be quite nice because we'll need to do some software testing, right? We need to check if the features are working and if we can validate like the user stories. So if all of the user stories are like fulfilled, or if all of these features are working, then it will be like a good sign. It would be a good sign that pretty much all the features that we need are using, right? Okay, let me just copy and paste this, and I will validate them first before just, despite we doing like vibe coding, we still need to validate what we are doing, right? Sorry, authentication. As a new user, I want to create an account so I can save my plant data. Sure, as a returning user. Okay, these are basic ones, but I guess they'll do for now. As a user, I want to add a plant to my collection so I can track its care. I want to input key details like species, nickname, and location. Yeah, and probably this one further down the line, it should be this one should be automated by I just take a picture of my plant and yeah, I should somehow try to recognize it. I want to view the list of my plants. Yeah, okay. As a user, I want to set reminders for watering. Oh, no, this is not it. As a user, no. I want the app to send me reminders. I don't want to send reminders set because I don't know, I know nothing about plant. As a user, I want the app to automatically detect my location, fetch weather data. I want the app to delay watering reminders if it's raining. Okay, yeah, sure. As a user, I want to receive plant suggestions that grow well in my region. As a user, I want the suggestions to include difficulty levels and care tips. Okay, yeah. I want to filter recommendations by categories. Yeah, sure. As a user, I want to search for plant species to learn more. I want to I want each plant to present sunlight warning. Sure. Yeah, I guess so. But these are all like MVP features, I guess. Um. Okay, let's just like this one tap to automatically send reminders when it's time to fertilize. Yeah. Identify core data models. List their domain objects. To be honest, I'm not sure if I know what this is. But again, let's just ask AI. So let's go to step 2. This episode will probably be quite boring because I don't know if we will start. I mean, I want to try out Versal because I know it's quite good. But yeah, there are a lot of few things that we need to do like from scratch because also I think the user stories will help us a lot when prompting for the UI. I guess this is for the database, right? Yeah, this is the database. Our next action, create a simple visual of these models. And then let's go to the third step. Choose your APIs. I mean, to be honest, I don't know any of these APIs, so and I'm sure there's got to be like some sort of database for plants, right? I think if where is it? Okay, like it's not perfect, but it works for now. Okay, we'll save that later. So yeah, so second step is now done. So let's go with APIs now. Let's go with the APIs now. Preferably use free APIs. Also regarding the plants database, can you look for an existing one or any API for that matter? Okay, so we're back. ChatGPT crashed, but it generated some images, or these are website images. This API helps you get a list of many different house plants. Absolutely, let's explore free APIs. Plant care, free tier available, API key required, comprehensive botanical database with over 1 million plants, free open Source and non-profit projects, API key required. Okay, this one seems to be good. Open weather, provides the current weather. Free tier. Okay. Okay, that's for AI powered plantification. So this is probably what they are using here to identify the plants based on pictures. Because I don't think they developed this because this is quite complex. Yeah, but we'll look into that later on because it's not a key feature for now. Okay, thanks. Please update the roadmap. Yeah, okay, these are all done. Right, choose APIs. I guess he skipped one, right? No, he didn't. Phase 2, not yet. Please, based on the feature description and based on the user stories, please create, and also based on the tech stack, generate me a clear description for this app and its functionalities that I can use in V0 so V0 can generate my front end. I mean, I don't think this is a good prompt actually. I don't think this is a good prompt. Wait. Let me edit this. So yeah, prompt engineering will be key here. Please generate from the user stories and from my app concept. Please generate me a feature description that I can copy and paste into V0 so V0 can have a clear idea of the app and generate a good UI. Also, a good UI. Also mention the tech stack that we will be using. Avoid using emojis and use text rather than bullet points. Okay, let's try with this prompt. Sure, it is a clear, concise. Okay, this application is designed to help users. The app allows users to register. So this web app designed to help users manage care, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, I guess it's a good prompt. So here, so let's try it out. I'm quite curious to see how this works. So below is my app description. Please generate the front end. Let me just see what was the tech stack. Use React and Tailwind CSS. Okay. Use React and Tailwind CSS. Okay, so let's see how it goes. Let's plan out the front end for this application based on the description we need to create. Okay, V0 is doing its thing. I'll just trust it that it will do it correctly. Probably I will need to send some extra prompts to fix some things, but yeah, let's see what V0 is able to cook. Okay, this front end is quite ugly, not gonna lie, it's really ugly. Probably should have sent some prompts. How do I log in now? Because I don't think I have an account. Let me see if I can sign up. So let's just go with Bernardo, my email, @gmail. I don't think this will work because I don't have a database, but Okay, it does. Nice. Um, I don't know where it went, but it's fine. So this is like my dashboard. I can see the weather here. I can see the tasks. Okay, this is quite nice. And this name is also quite interesting. Plant Pal. Um, so I'm assuming this here would. I mean, I don't have any image for it, so that's why it's like this. And yeah, so I'm assuming these are my plants. Some of them probably are indoor, others are outdoor. This feature is not working, I guess. I mean, it is. I just don't have any outdoor plants, sure. Um, okay, then here I have the details. Every 2 months. Last one next. Okay, quite nice. Monstera deliciosa. Nice name. Then I can add a plant, right? None of these buttons. I can add care activities. Record. Okay, these buttons there are not working, and to be honest, I don't understand what this log care. Oh, okay, so I can log like some care activity. Can I delete it? No, because and I cannot edit the plant, right? Um, I'll probably need to do another email. Let's see if, okay, I can always log in. Let me see recommendations. These are probably the recommended plants based on my location, I'm assuming. Yeah, like overall, I think the front end is quite nice. Let me back check it with with the. Let me check this against the user stories. So as a new user, I can create an account. This is done. I can log in. I mean, this is like back end, but the front end for this, I think it's done, right? So I'm logged in. There should be somehow like a logout button. Log out. Yeah, I can log in and log out. That's nice. As a user, I want to add plants to my collection so I can take care of it. As a user, I want to add plants to my collection so I can. Okay, let's try to add a plant. I mean, it's not working. So when I add a plant, what this is doing, it's just like going to a random plant, and it said that it's already been planted. So let's try to change this. So yeah, this is why having like these user stories is quite interesting because I'm just like back checking. I'm just like checking my app against my user stories, and this feature is clearly not working. So let's try to fix it. So when I create, let's actually try to paste this here. When I press the add plant button, the app should let me add a plant from the app should let me add a plant to my dashboard, sure. When this button is pressed, it should allow me to choose which plant I want to plant and insert its details. Let me see if he can, based with this simple prompt. It's quite shitty, to be honest. I should have went into more detail, but let's see if it does it. And I don't know which model V0 actually uses it. Like, I don't know which LLM it's behind this V0, but to be honest, I'm quite happy with the result. Yeah. Okay. I want to input key details like species. Yeah, I should have had this one. Yeah, I should have probably added this thing here. But I don't think this one will be possible without the database. But let's go. Let's see what V0 thinks for now. I need to enhance that plant functionality to allow users to select from blah blah blah. Currently app has a form that allows manual entry. I need to modify the plant selection. Okay, so he's cooking something. Let's see what he's cooking for us. This guy's done cooking. at gmail.com, loading 617. Okay, let's see if add plant now works. No, it's still the same. I think it didn't work right. Wait, is this done? Is he done with like editing? Because I think it stayed the same. Yeah, it didn't do anything, right? Because whenever I press the add plant button, yeah, it doesn't do anything. It's still the same. Please ensure that these user stories are fulfilled. They concern the button add plant. Or is it because, no, because it doesn't even have like a button to add. I was thinking if this could be like, because since it doesn't like, I don't have the database with a plant list. Yeah, but let me just like use, as a user I want to view my plants. Shit, not what I meant to do. Okay, let's see if this does it. Okay, let's let v0 cook. Okay, so v0 is done cooking. Let's like again log in eh.gmail.com. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Log in. Oh, I don't want to save this. So fingers crossed. Add plant. I mean, as the user, add plant button on the dashboard that links to the add plant page. 2 methods to add plants: catalog selection from free field information, manual entry for custom plants. Yeah, but I don't see the... Hey, it's not here. Form submission that adds plant to the user collection. It's not here. Because whenever I press... Wait. Add plant button on dashboard that links to the add plant page. 2 methods to add plants: catalog selection. Let's quickly see the code. Plants, add. Name Monster Deliciosa, snake plant, photos, easy plant. Okay, so the code is here, so how do I... Because it always displays monster something. Ah. Okay, so... Okay, good work. However, when I press the add plant button, rather than showing the preset plant, which in this case is Monstera Deliciosa, it should display the forms and from there allow the user to fill in the details. Okay, so I understood now what it was doing. So it was already displaying this default plant. However, what we wanted to do was like to edit the plant straight away. So instead of that, I wanted, okay, it's gone, but I wanted it to display like the form so I could start adding things. Let me just see if it thought correctly. I understand the requirement now. The user wants the plant button directly show the form. Yeah, exactly. Currently, when the user clicks add plant from, they are taken to plant set page, which shows the table. Yeah, okay, I think it's it. Let's like wait for V0 to finish cooking. So again, let's log in at gmail.com, password 123. And fingers crossed. What the fuck? Key changes. The form is now shown immediately when page loads. Users can start entering plans details right away. Edit the browse plant catalog. What? It's still the same. Is this code updated or? Let me just like refresh the page, but I think it is. Okay, let's wait for this to load because this is quite weird because it's actually doing something in the background, but it's not displaying in the front end. Recommendations. Also, it would be nice to have, let me actually put it here. So this will be my to-do list where I just like write short-term to-do list, to-do items, sorry, to-do list, and this will be create a plant from the recommendations tab. Like it's still the same thing. Okay, this is working actually nice. But can I somehow see the code for this button so I can prompt it properly to? Let me see if I can find the code for that button. Recommendations. It's nice not to sign up. Oh, actually, there's like an easier way to do this. Inspect. Wait, what? Oh, for fuck's sake, I don't want to do this. Let's try maybe with a print screen. Okay, let's just like be sure. Yeah, okay, it's not working. So let me try take a print screen and see if this fixes it. This add plant button, when pressed, it should, let's try a modal. It should display a modal with forms that allows the user to add a new plant to its garden. Please remove the current logic for adding plants. Machine cooking up, right? Let's hope for changes. At gmail.com 123. Please. Okay, he removed that new dashboard. He removed like the new page. So hopefully, let's go. a plant name, test, species, test, location, bedroom. And this one probably, actually, let's also write it here because apparently this is like some sort of limit for prompts, but I guess we can still do that now. Planting date, upload image, create notes. Let's do it. I don't think it's made the addition to the collection. And wait, let me try again. Let's go with tests, and let's put this plant in the bedroom. Okay, the plant was not added, but it's fine. So let's also change something. In the model that you created, in the model there you have created, the species field should be a drop down drop down list with all of the available species. Also from the recommendations tab, the user should be able to add that plant straight away to its collection. Okay, let's try this, and we have this prompt and another one. We have one prompt left, and what I will do with my last prompt is I will try to create the logic to add the plant, and once the plant is added, it should be displayed here. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so it's also finished. This is like some fake review for what I can tell. So let's go, and also I will need to change the plant poll because I wanted to have some sort of landing page, but that's for tomorrow, I guess, because I only have one prompt page. Create better landing page, create better landing page. Password 123, let's go, login. I've made the changes, I've converted the species, okay, add collection to recommendations, I've added the ability to plant strike, okay, let's log in, add plant, Twitch, okay, so first of all, let's test this one, okay, it's working nice, and the last one, add to collection, invalid prop type, supply direct fragments, shit, rip, I didn't mean to do this, but sure, let's see if this let's see if this somehow fixes it. The issue. I don't know which issue this is even trying to fix, because what I meant to do was um, to now create the logic to add a plant directly to my collection, but it's okay. And also, I don't quite like the idea of instantly, like when you open the website, you go to the login page. I want first to have some sort of landing page like this one, where like I pretty much explain how it works. Yeah, I like this one a lot, so I'll probably try to do something. Tomorrow we'll try to do something like this. Create a better landing page similar to Planta. Okay. And this was like the API. This is also a very important link. I will save it. And then off camera, I will also move everything to my Obsidian. And I can show you how it looks once everything is like stored and organized here. Yeah, so let's just wait for him to cook. And I'll come back when this is done. Okay, so the changes are now made. For the 10th time today, let's log in. 1, 2, 3, log in. No, I don't want to save. So I don't know what was the issue here, but let's try to first to try to add one plant and say it's in the kitchen. Add to my collection. It doesn't display here, but it's fine. I think it doesn't. Okay, it's not displaying here, but it's fine. But let's see what was wrong here. So if I click here, add to collection, I mean, the error disappeared, but I don't think it's doing anything. I think it's just like buttons in general. Yeah, it's not doing anything, but at least that error disappeared, and I wasted my prompt fixing something that I didn't even know it existed, so I guess it was like a good prompt. So for now, I think we are done here. I guess I'll try to like work on this like 1 hour daily too. It depends because I also have a full-time job. Um, but yeah, so for today, I think it was like a good starter. We got like some very basic front end. There will be a lot of things like that I will need to do and refine here, and tomorrow we'll be doing that. I guess we'll start by like create a plan. This is already done, which is nice. Create a better landing page. Add the capability of adding of saving of updating the collection. And as far as I can tell, that's everything as of now in terms of front end. So yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys liked it. I will now need to edit this video, and yeah, see you guys tomorrow.